Hello Taurus, my name is Echo and thank you for joining me for your June 2025 tarot reading. We are moving through a new moon energy in the sign of Gemini, which is an air sign, which is playful, communicative, and all about social connections. So just go ahead and set your intentions for this month on how you want to address those situations. But without further ado, let's go ahead and throw some cards for you to see what we can expect for you, Taurus, in the month of June. You start off with the card of trust. It says, I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. So sometimes the growth that we experience is not the growth we want, right? We're looking for things to happen in the way we want them to play out because this is, after all, our story. However, you have to keep in mind that not everything we want is everything we deserve, right? So, for example, you may want just a steady job that helps you get through your day-to-day, so you can go through with ease and, do your own thing, right? However, Spirit may have in mind that it wants to give you just a little bit more responsibility to teach you a new life skill, teach you how you can expand your own well-being, and it pays you just a little bit more than you expected, which is nice because it's nice to be able to have the finer things in life, because we make that little extra cash on the side. So just trust that universe is giving you what you need in the month of June, and that you're capable of handling whatever gets thrown in your path. Growing up, I was told, I grew up in the South, so I grew up in, standard Christian church. And it was, God never gives you more than you can handle. Well, this is true. God and Spirit will never throw anything more at you than you can handle. The reason you're given these lessons is because, yes, they are uncomfortable because they're an area where you need to grow. But it wouldn't be delivered to you if the ability to undertake whatever the situation was you're going through was beyond your capabilities, right? So trust that lessons come in their own time and you will be capable of handling them. Each moment that you go through guides you to the light. It's Spirit calling you back to your divine purpose, to yourself, and why you are here. So I feel like something is going to remind you just what you're made of in the month of June, my dear Taurus, and you've probably been through some stuff. If you're going through some things now, my heart goes out to you, but know that it will get better. You totally got this. So let's go ahead and continue this reading with the tarot and see what we have. You have the shadow side, the Fool card, and the Death card. Okay, so Taurus is feeling the weight, obviously. Now, the shadow side in this deck is actually the name that they give for the Devil card. Now, the Devil card is not an evil card, don't worry. It's actually an indicator of something controlling us, something we are fearful of that's holding us back, that really doesn't have power over us, only that which we give it. The individuals in this card are different than your typical Devil card looks. The Devil card will have a sort of like pointy horns, figure on it that most people would, depict the devil as. And there are two figures on like collars or leashes that are being controlled. They are unable to do anything, for they are servants of something much darker, and they're just not happy where they are. It's very obvious, okay, as they are. The individual in the card are usually scantily clothed, if they're clothed at all, which indicates that in their being, who they are in their fullness is in a way of service to something that's making them unhappy. Basically, they're limiting themselves. In this particular card, you have this spooky sort of Grim Reaper skeletal guy in the background, but then you have the two younger individuals, almost like children, hiding from him. Now, they are hiding in the shadows, and it's almost like he's looking for them, right? He's seeking them out with his big old gnarly fingers. I don't know if you can see those. But he is blocking them from the light, the escape from, almost like they're in this cave. He's blocking them from going towards the light, that which you are being called to divinely. Each moment guides me to the light is actually in this trust card. That's what it says. So if something spooky or otherworldly or seems like too much to handle is in your way, it's controlling you. It's stopping you from going forward and making the moves you want to move, making the things happen that you want to see happen, because you're too busy hiding. If you go out there and you dart, you can almost picture, like, these are children, right? And if you've ever seen a child at play, they're pretty quick. If you ever had to chase them, you know how quick they are. I'm a mother myself. Yes, I chase kids. I know what it's like, and let's just say I'm not as fast as they are. But the strength card indicates that if you came out of hiding, you could almost dart past this individual and shoot your way out of the cave and be gone before he ever notices, right? Before he ever has the time to turn and catch you. Because yes, he is this, big Oogie Boogie skeletal figure, but he has those heavy robes on him, those heavy garments, and children are fast. So if you come out of hiding and you take your innocent nature, you're not hiding because you have anything to hide. Take your innocent nature, take your high vibration and your energy, and go toward the light. Dart toward that which you are meant for, and stop hiding from whatever the situation is. Don't let whatever's controlling you control you at this time. The Fool card. Now, if you've ever seen my YouTube shorts, I draw a card of the day to sort of teach you guys how to read tarot for yourselves with a quick and easy guide on what each card means, right? So you can interpret them very simply without any long drawn explanations. The Fool card was actually the card of the day today, and it did appear in another reading while I was talking about it, ironically enough. It indicates that you're starting a new chapter. You're going on some new journey with a very, again, innocent energy, and almost like a carefree, I got this, I'm going to stay positive. The clouds in the tarot indicate confusion or misunderstanding. So maybe that you're going through not really knowing all the facts on how this is going to play out, how you're going to solve whatever it is that's holding you back. You may have a skewed vision of what it actually is. Maybe it's not the situation holding you back at all. There is no Oogie Boogie figure. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's the way you think about something or the way you do something that you need to change. But the Fool card is walking on this cliff, and he's going forward knowing that he will make mistakes. There is the call to take risks at this time. You will make mistakes, Taurus. We all do it. It's how we learn. Nobody's perfect. And if they tell you otherwise, they're lying through their teeth. But you're going through and you're keeping your eye on these bluer skies, this staying positive, believing that you can do the thing. You can go after whatever it is you want, and you don't need to fret and freak out about, what the next problem's going to be, what Oogie Boogie is going to try to hold you back. So you're being encouraged at this time to shoulder your passion, as indicated by the wands. We're very big on talking about what the suits represent in this channel. So the wands are all about fire, that which you're passionate about, creative energy. So you're taking up your ability to create. You're shouldering the responsibility of taking control of your own life, and you're walking along, taking the risks, believing in the very best, okay? Knowing you don't know everything because the clouds are here, but you're not worrying yourself consistently. The dog at his feet, in tarot, dogs are a sign of loyalty, the everyday, that which stays with us, right? Now, dogs don't outlive us. They typically don't live anywhere near the human lifespan, which is sad because, they are only part of our world, but we are the whole world to them, which is why they are very loyal. They stay with us, that's why they're called man's best friend, right? And this is indicating, because there is a sort of innocence. We were talking about that childlike energy. White is for the tarot a color of innocence, as indicated by the flower in his hand, youth and innocence, and the white dog, scampering about his feet. It's indicating that while you're going forward and you have a sort of innocence about you, you're going forward with a very loyal energy, staying loyal to that which you feel is right for you, yourself, and owning your own journey. But you're doing so with innocence. You're not, I'm the boss, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to go around and be a blackguard, okay? You're not going to be the kind of braggart, you could say, who's, running your mouth and I'm doing me, brr, 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 in the month of June. You're going forward with an innocence and taking that whichever was holding you back and trusting that everything on your path is placed there for your own growth, and you can absolutely manage whatever happens in this next chapter. Next, you have the Death card. We'll get to this. Again, there is the symbol of youth here, indicated by the young boy holding the white flowers. We're talking about youth and innocence, and he is offering them up to the night, which is death itself. This does not mean that someone's going to die. Everyone sees the Death card and they, oh no, that's not the case. The Death card is the pale rider riding on the horse, and it actually indicates that there are times where we need to let things go in our life because life moves in cycles, right? You need to know that things happen for a reason when they're meant to, and there are no coincidences. There it is, I said it. You're moving through whatever this stuff was, this situation, this weight, and you're realizing in order to step forward and have this youthful fool energy and go forward with a new chapter and that innocence and that vibrant energy that you're looking to capture to go after your passion, you're going to have to let go of whatever this scary thing was, the death, skeletal, oogie boogie guy, these worries, this fret. You're going to have to let those things go. Stop focusing on what's stressing you out, because there will always be stressors. This is the way of the world. It's just how we live today. It's fine. You're going to be okay. And that's what you got to tell yourself. I'm going to be okay. This is my life. Here's how it's going to play out. You're calling the shots on this one, okay? So you're being invited to let go of whatever it is that's holding you back and go forward with that new energy and that new chapter. So I have a new oracle deck I'm introducing to the readings, where it comes in with kind of like an 8-ball energy. If you've ever shaken an 8-ball and you get the yes, no, maybe kind of thing, this is how this oracle deck works. So if you have a question you would like answered in the month of June, go ahead and take that in mind now, Taurus, while I shuffle this deck. Focus on that question, and I'll have an answer for you in just a moment. What do you have for my Taurus in the month of June? What do you have, Spirit? Taurus has a question for you. Please answer my Taurus. Oh, okay. Deck's getting a little unruly, so we'll go. The answer is yes. So you may be struggling with a little bit of faith on something, wondering how you're going to make it play out. Wondering, should I really be the person to cut and run from the boogie and go for the light? Should I be this new chapter? Can I let this thing go? Spirit is telling you, yes, it's okay to move on with this next thing. In fact, I'm encouraging to you. I trust my life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. So yes, you went through the stuff, but now you're being asked to let go of what that stuff was. Take whatever lesson you learned and carry on into the next chapter so you can learn more, you can continue to grow, and you can build the life you want. This is a beautiful reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm wishing you a very happy new moon in Gemini. Set those intentions for what you want to see come about, and be sure to check in on those YouTube shorts I told you about to help learn the tarot for yourself. My name is Echo, and I'll see you soon.